All right, we'll do a little walk around on the Jeep. We'll start here at the front. That is a old school 8,000 pound super winch, ox winch. The thing is will live up to its name. It will pull way more than 8,000 pounds. I've got a video of it running. Pulled a motorcycle up the other day, so it's fine. It's got the remote control. Works just like it should. The pictures, the still pictures show the condition of the Jeep is, for a 50-year-old vehicle, pretty good. I bought it in 1979. This is the original paint. It's never been painted, never been in an accident, never had any damage of any significant kind. Just a little patina now. The wheels are an aluminum wheel. Enkei brand, a very light cast center, spun outer aluminum wheel. Really a nice durable wheel. Brand new BFG KM3 all-terrain tires. Rancho gas shocks, RS7000s. The top is pretty new within the last couple of years. This Jeep, you'll notice the fuel filler going through the side there. In 1970, they started putting fuel tanks in the rear also, but this version was built with the tank under the seat. So that's the way this one was configured from the factory. You can see there are 5 of the tires and wheels, 5 of the wheels, the spare's a different brand. More top, the tailgate is in good shape, never been damaged at all. The tire carrier is a custom built carrier. It does not articulate, so you do have to take off a couple of bolts to pull it down to use the tailgate. I never really used the tailgate for much, so that inconvenience didn't bother me. All the lights and accessories work. It's got a tow hitch on the rear. Come around the side. Again, original paint. No body damage, no rust. That's the other pretty unique feature. This vehicle's been in Arizona all its life. There's not a spot of rust, anything other than cosmetic surface rust on it. There's a little paint rubbed through on the hood finally after all these years. There's a tiny bit of that happening. But generally, in really fine original condition. We'll come and get in the interior now. About the only significant thing in this Jeep that isn't original are the seats. Those are replacement aftermarket seats made by Bestop. They're in great shape, no upholstery damage. Still the original seat belts in the car. There is a little carpet floor liner, or not floor liner, carpet set in it. You can see the footwells, other than being a little grubby, no rust. The description tells you about the Warn overdrive. This is the overdrive handle. Dashboard's pretty original with the exception of the gauges, the additional gauges. There's a oil pressure, water temperature, and voltage gauge in addition to the original Jeep combination gauge. If you can read that mileage, that is the accurate mileage on the Jeep. It's 64,487. I never really drove this vehicle much. In fact, the last 20 years, about all it's been used for is quail hunting in the fall. So the mileage is legitimate and it's documentable. There's records that show the mileage. Original steering wheel. Steering's never been changed to anything else. And the rest of the interior. Got a back seat, standard little back seat, footwells. That's a gun rack, shotgun rack in between the seats. Again, no rust anywhere. The other thing's a little different about this Jeep. Prior to me owning it, the first owner put another fuel tank in under the passenger seat where the original factory toolbox used to be. So this is basically another left side tank that's had a filler neck put on it that fills from the inside of the vehicle. And then I've got an electric fuel pump under the truck. It's run by a toggle switch on the dash, and it fills the main tank from the auxiliary tank. The auxiliary tank is weeping a little bit right now. You get a little gas smell when you put gas in it. I have not investigated that, but my guess is it needs to be, it's either has a fitting problem or it needs to be sealed. But it's handy to have another 10 gallons of fuel on board. We'll go around and start it. We'll stop the video for a second, but you can see it's got an original old school Smittybilt roll bar in it. It's been in it for 40 years. And some grab handles. Inside of the top you can see is in great shape. Glass is all great in it. So overall a solid original Jeep. We'll start it up and run it in just a second here.